Well, welcome to my hell. So all day we've been kind of situated in the shop and stuff, moving all of my house stuff out of here for good and starting to like figure out what's shop stuff and what's house stuff, because you guys know we left Florida so fast and we just kind of threw everything in with everything. Probably wasn't the smartest, but it was definitely the quickest, paying the price now. Anyways, ignoring that, we're trying to, I've called a couple lift companies, not one of them have gotten back, which is insanely annoying. So I took it upon myself to at least try to start lifting them up and kind of placing them where I want, but we ran into a huge issue. So this lift post, I already had to unbolt it and lower it because it was like this before and it was literally scraping against the ceiling, which is a huge issue. I'm very bummed that we had to lower that top portion because, oh, this lens is f***ed. I can see that my lens is messed up. I guess we're gonna retire this lens, but we'll deal with it with this clip. But I'm bummed that we had to lower it because that means the car is not gonna go as high, and I'm still nervous that this isn't gonna be low enough because the centerpiece bolts, this one right here, this bolts on top of that. So we're literally gonna be one cut hair away from the actual light fixture, which is fucked. I'm so bummed about this lens, dude. Dang, that's gotta be a huge scratch mark right here. Damn. Well, I'm an asshole. Well, sadly we had to retire the other lens. There's a big scratch on it, but good news is we started to get the lifts up. You guys already saw that one, and we got this one up just now. Really, I don't know when the lift guy is gonna come, so we might just start to do this ourselves. This one's definitely super easy because it's just hoses. This one's a little more difficult because it's cable driven, so it's a little more difficult because you got to mess with the tension and stuff. But for a fact, we can just rent one of drills and do this one. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this layout? I think this is the best opportunity that we have. Last clip we talked about the lights. We were able to just lower this one, like I said, and that top piece is gonna fit by the smallest amount because we were able to actually kind of push it a little back in between the lights there. Now this one gets a little interesting. We didn't have to mess with this one at all, which is weird because this Atlas actually goes higher than this one on its highest setting, but the posts are actually way shorter. But the cool thing is that thing is gonna bolt over the lights. I want to kind of call this a temporary permanent fix. I mean, really, if we can lift the car all the way up in the air and it doesn't hit the lights, I don't really see having to move this as a big deal. But I mean, it kind of does look ridiculous, so I don't know. But regardless, we got two lifts in here. Some may say this is a little tricky, but we're gonna get some quick jacks. So if we do have like a project right here or something, all we have to do is put them between the tires, we jack up the car, we push it out of the way, and then really all you have to do is kind of come at a slight angle to come around and then to straighten out onto the lift. This one's easy. You kind of just pull back and then get right to work there. So we definitely have that all situated. Maybe the worst thing is shimming and stuff and trying to make sure these are straight, because obviously you don't want to mess that part up. But we need to do a Home Depot run. We need to get like a bunch of stuff like to hang on my whiteboard to finish the office. Good guy Drake was here. He pretty much finished up the flooring right here. We just got this little bit left, but as you can see, it's looking a lot better in here. We need to get some hardware so we can mount the whiteboard on the wall and get to work. So definitely making some moves today. I'm very happy. Let's move the trailer and stuff so we can get to Home Depot. All right, first trip of the day, we're going to Home Depot. Considering I have that storage unit in Florida and I have my big shelf there, we saw this sick Husky shelf. It's nice black, looks good. So I had a bunch of these nice shelves right here, but the problem is there's like unions holding them together and they all rattled out in the trailer and I assume they fell through a hole. So we don't have any of those, sadly. So instead of spending $159, we ended up spending $179. Look at the difference of this thing. This big black unit that holds 9,000 or this skinny bitch that holds nothing. So obviously that holds 800 actually. 800, 9,000. Huge difference, and that one looks better. So we got one of those. We got a little fridge to keep then a big Celsius drinker for the gym and stuff. And I need to store food and stuff at the shop, so we're not constantly running out trying to eat and stuff. It's going all right. We got to go to Harbor Freight. It's time they finally get new jacks. I haven't had new jacks in a long time, and instead of spending $500 on a Mako jack, might as well just get the Harbor Freight ones. It's a jack. I'm a butthurt, but I'm not that much of a butthurt Tom. But look at this fridge. I'm a butthurt for this fridge for sure. Your boy's finally getting a nice jack. It's not Mako, it's not Snap-on, but it sure is Daytona, baby. We're gonna get the green one. Maybe one day we'll give it away, you know what I mean? Oh my God, these are heavy. Holy crap, we need a cart. All right, guys, so this sucks because this stuff is kind of expensive, but in the long run, it's gonna look really nice. We're deciding to go with some Gladiator cabinets. We're gonna start with this one right here because one, I have just so much brake clean, so much spray paint, like just a bunch of stuff that it's just ugly and you don't want to see it, like detail products, all of that stuff that can go in that. And then I want to do kind of like a theme like this where you have the workbench, you got the two things under it and stuff. I just think it'll look really nice. And we're going to be getting these floating shelves as well. We're only going to get these two so we can actually measure out and lay out where we want stuff, and then we can actually buy more when it comes time. But one, they only have one of these, and I don't really like the half closed, half open look. So we're gonna get one of these, we're gonna get the cabinet, put it together, measure some things, and we'll be back for some more. But I'm excited. We're just going, thinking, not filming. Place is still a disaster. Still looks like shit, but we got some engines here. We got a workbench. We got some things built. The office is almost done. And I've been looking, I don't even know if I was in frame. I'm just excited. We got some lifts up. So all of my friends, they're telling me that I should put this at an angle. I'm not saying I disagree with that because I think it'll be more practical. I just think it'll look dumb. What do you guys think? I really need your guys' opinion. I mean, I just don't know. What do you think? Straight or diagonal? Are you straight or more of a diagonal guy?
I think it would look cooler diagonal, but I think
you think it'll look cooler diagonal? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Well, that's weird. So that clip at Home Depot, I was gonna get that 6 shelf for cheap, but apparently they got all the prices mixed up. It was actually like $300 or something ridiculous. I ended up getting in like an argument with the manager, and then I was like, yeah, well, F you, I'm gonna go to Lowe's, and now I'm gonna go back to Home Depot because I really want that shelf, because that shelf, literally, I just measured this. This is 92 inches wide. The shelves are 90 inches. So we're gonna get a shelf here, and we're gonna get a shelf here, because pretty much all of this is just dead space. You can't really do much with it because of the pillars. So if we can just use that dead space and just put racks right here, and then we can just store all our parts, that'll be great. We built this shelf. We were in the middle of building the next shelf right there. But I decided to come up with that game plan, and I think for that stuff, I want to get the whole setup, and we're going to put all of that stuff right here. That'll be brake clean, that'll be all the detail stuff, that'll be like everything that we need close to the door. I mean, sure, brake clean should be over there, but at the same time, you can fucking walk 10 feet. It's not that big of a deal, and shit, it's 8:30 right now. I think I'm going to go to Home Depot and get that. We got the trailer loaded, so I mean, we'll just take that. Do I want to take the damn trailer? Yeah, we'll just take the trailer. Yeah, we're doing a Home Depot run. So we're sitting here looking at shelves and everything, and we're like, where's the 5 shelf? And this was my car. I was just like, yeah, well, I guess I'm not buying anything. I'm going to Lowe's like a brat. I was being a brat, I ain't gonna lie. But they were false advertising this. They said it was $179, and there's nowhere that says this was like $280 anywhere. And I don't know, I was a bit grumpy, all right? But hey, they never cleaned up. So we're gonna actually take this. I decided not to do the fridge because we're gonna be buying 2 of these. And honestly, that water jug thing works epic. I'm about to buy 3 more things because we already went through 3 gallons, which is insane in 2 days. But shit, they only have 1 5. I want 2 5. So we're only getting 1 shelf tonight. The impulse in me wants to get 1 5 shelf, 1 4 shelf, but one's only 77 inches long, and the 5 shelfer is 90. It's just gonna look weird. There's one an hour away. I can get it like tomorrow or something, but we're gonna wait. We're definitely gonna wait. We're not gonna get 1 5 shelf, 1 4 shelf. I've been instant gratification my whole life. It's time to change some things, all right? So we used the forklift today to get the engines out. We took the door off. We forgot to put the door back at Home Depot. Whatever, do the trailer. So we saw the manager that I got into an argument with. I was hoping he wasn't there. He was like, you still want your cooler? Because they just left the fucking thing in the front, and I almost wanted to just be like, you know what? We're leaving the shelf again. But I couldn't be that petty. I really needed I need 2 shelves actually, but we only got 1. How much do you think this box weighs?
Too fucking much.
Too much.
Fuck you.
We just carried it across the parking lot. Dude's like, oh.
We're stumbling in the fucking dark. I can't see it. There's a 1-inch ledge. He's pushing too fast.
I'm Limpy McGee over here.
I'm trying not to trip over here.
If that thing falls on you, you're dead. But we're gonna put that up. Like I said, we're gonna put it over here. My original plan was to have all that stuff over there, but it's not practical to have behind the lift. Having this behind works good, because if you take something off, push it over. But we're gonna use it for a majority of the stuff that I have right now, just to get everything out of the way, off the ground, so we can actually start to settle in and get to work. Because once these lifts are done, I want the lifts to be the last thing. Like once we get these all finished, said and done, where everything else is ready. So it's a long process, but we're getting it. Oh, I didn't even show you the office. It's a little messy right now because we're just trying to get everything, but whiteboard's up, flooring's done, walls are done. We definitely need to get a better light fixture. We were just looking at lamps at Home Depot, but we didn't find anything we liked. Huge shout out to good guy Drake for doing the floor, because when me and Matt were doing some shop things, Drake was in here banging out the floor. Came out killer. We even got this like little piece right here to kind of sum it all up. So that looks all good. Pumped on that. Can't wait for this office to be done, but it's definitely coming together. Let's get this thing open. We'll set up the shelf, and I think we'll get out of here because we got to wake up hecka early tomorrow. All right, well, shelf is up. It's not as durable as those orange ones that I had in my old shop, but 1, this definitely looks better. 2, this would be cool just to like put parts on, like light parts, or like if we're taking apart the Blueberry, which is gonna happen soon, all of the parts can come on there. It's on the long-term lift. All of those parts will be right there, and we don't have to worry about anything. So that's cool. We tried to put a transmission on it, and it completely sunk all the way in. So it wasn't, what'd you say?
It already dented.
Yeah, it's brand new shelf is already dented, but it's all right. Looks good. We're gonna get 1 more for right there, just because I like symmetry and stuff. And we have 2 lifts anyway, so probably better to have 2. But I don't know. I think that's it for tonight. I mean, obviously we still have a giant fucking mess. This sucks. We're gonna start this in the morning because we gotta get the fuck out of here. New day, still arranging stuff. So we got here early this morning. We automatically just started putting engines on the stands just so they're not laying around. We got the transmissions on the ground for now. Honestly, the more I put stuff over here and I see all this stuff, I'm thinking I might just go get an orange shelf real quick, because actually the place that sells them is like 20 minutes away, and I think we might just set it up right here, so then we can put everything up instead of just all over the place, because we still have so much stuff over here. I haven't gotten rid of my bed yet, and it's just kind of a nightmare, and I want to make this place like workable. It's not workable right now, but we're gonna drag a toolbox over there. We gotta get rid of that red cart. We put the bumpers back in the good old Hot Boy. We need to get tires for that rear. We moved the cabinet over here. We're gonna start to build the other one, so then we can start to spread it that way. And I don't know, things are going. It's a lot of work, but things are going, and sooner or later this place is gonna look sick. I'm really excited, like super stoked. I think it's fair to say they have these suckers in stock. We're supposed to get like 7 inches of rain today, which sucks. Sam brought this big ass trailer just for them to deliver it to me for tomorrow. Darn it. It's okay. I wanted to set them up today, but I mean, tomorrow I guess is fine too. At least we know that we're getting it, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't know how much it is. He's writing the quote up right now. I guess we'll see. I feel like the past 2 months of my life, I've just been moving everything, like from Florida to here, and then we get here, we're like, yay, we can play around for a little bit, and then it's moving, arranging, doing all this stuff. Well, we're kind of getting there. We got that bill. We just keep moving things around. That toolbox is staying there for good. Matt, he's looking good right there. This is all house stuff. I have nowhere to put my house stuff right now. Over there is house stuff as well. We got the wall cleared out, so tomorrow morning when they drop off the shelf, we can immediately hook that up. We can get the engines under it and stuff, the transmissions, and we can actually get all of this stuff that's against the wall, minus the bed, up on a shelf. So all of this is actually clear. The lift guy, he came today, thankfully, and he said he can be here Tuesday. That's as early as he can be here. Sucks, but at the same time, it is what it is. We decided to go crooked. I mean, it's gonna be more practical. It's gonna be easier, and I actually think it does actually kind of look cool. Especially when there's 2 cars, I don't think it's gonna look bad. And either way, it's just, we thought about it for the past 2 days and it just makes the most sense. But I finally hired my first employee, and I don't know where the hell this dude is. Yo, what's going on in here? Dude, oh my.